It's a party tonight in the USA, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Gregg Berhalter is gone, out, sacked. The reign of error is over. He did not change. Actually, he did change the way Americans viewed American soccer for the worst. Goodbye and good night, Triple G. Take your bounce passes and your Nike shoes and your stupid mugs and your African dogs and your amoeba attacks and your verticality and your endless crosses and your superhero fullbacks with you and all the other bullshit that we've had to put up with for the last 6 years. Tac, how are we feeling this beautiful day, July 10th, the year of our Lord 2024?
It's so weird. It feels like we just won a trophy here. It feels like we just won a trophy. And for that reason, I don't even know what this is. I just went to Mexico and bought it. And it even has a beautiful Mexican flag. We're drinking it tonight, and then I'm getting wine. We're just gonna drink. And I'm not even a drinker, dude. But tonight it just feels.
No, tonight we must.
It just feels right.
It feels right.
And like I said on my stream too, I do not feel bad for the guy at all. And we talked about it for a multitude of reasons. The arrogance, also money-wise, he's fine. He's fine. Okay.
The arrogance and also the lack of accountability, always blaming other people, refusing to resign. Just like the amount of, we're going to do a whole nother video with Tac tomorrow morning, I think, where we basically talk about the worst moments under Gregg Berhalter. I already did one of these, but there's going to be more. Don't you worry.
This probably tastes like shit, but again, with the
guys, tell us what you're drinking. Please bring your drinks. We're doing a toast together, Tac. I would like to toast the fans, because without the game, without the fans, there is no game. We are the true stakeholders of the game, and all of you in this chat, as well as the American Outlaws and all the other fans together, put enough pressure on this federation in order for this to happen. All right? It is truly, truly magnificent. Raise a glass wherever you are, whatever you are drinking. Berhalter is finally gone. Guys, we won. Cheers.
I'm going to hate this shot. Okay.
Oh, yeah, baby.
A lot easier than expected. Oh, and just some white wine. I don't have red wine right now, so it's going white.
I've got a gin and tonic with an orange slice in it, believe it or not. Oh, whew, that feels so dang good. All right, guys. So this is really just a party celebration stream. We're here to enjoy. We have been so miserable for so long under Gregg Berhalter, right? That today we deserve to be happy. And that's all this stream is going to be. We're not going to talk too much about the future yet or about other coaches. We'll get to that in the days to come. Believe me, there will be many streams. But right now, let us be happy for a moment, as Jeff Carey currently is. I'm so excited. I have a big announcement, a reveal. I think you should reveal it on the Straight Red. Pete, are we still doing the call-in show? Yes, we'll do this call-in show later. So Discord, there will be that tonight as well. Yes, don't you worry.
Yeah, I might just have to leave for the watch-along of the other one if they stay, but depends on
we're not going to stay for too long, I don't think. An hour max on this stream, max. But yes, President Chip, we will do a Discord call-in show. Early Copa exit was worth it. It was worth it for this. Because even if we had gone through and lost to Colombia, we'd still have Gregg in charge. So yes, it was worth it for this.
Mm-hmm.
Bring on Jurgen Klinsmann. Good Lord, no thank you. Not a good coach.
We can do
better than Gregg, but not a good coach, guys.
We can do better.
We can absolutely do better. Hope the other USMNT teams can get away from Berhalter ball now. Yes, that is definitely the hope. Hopefully the Olympics give us something to cheer for, right? No troll. How was Shea for the USMNT? He was fine. He did score the winning goal in the 2013 Gold Cup final.
Well, and when we beat Mexico in the Azteca too, when was that? There was a friendly, right?
I don't think we ever beat them in the Azteca when Shea was there. Did we?
Yeah, it was. He got the goal or the assist. I can't remember it now. It was 2012.
2012? I thought we had never beat Mexico in Mexico.
Not in World Cup qualifying. It was a friendly. I'm 99% sure.
A competitive game we've never won.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure Breck Shea was the guy. 2012.
Okay, so U.S. Soccer officially tweeted now. Should we pull it up to enjoy it?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to pull it up. 1 sec here.
Just so everyone knows, it's 100% official.
It is 100% official. I'm going to pull up Twitter. Here we go. Guys, we did this together. This was a group effort. Absolutely a group effort. All right. So, as you can see here, Gregg Berhalter has been relieved of his duties effective immediately. Why does that hit so hard? Oh, that's such a nice no string of words together has ever made me so happy as this. What is the article saying? It's probably going to be a bunch of blasé, corporate speak. Let's see. The U.S. Soccer Federation announced today. How come it's not? Oh, you know why? Because I'm showing on a different thing.
You have to share it.
Okay, let me remove
Share
that.
it.
I have to share that particular tab. Yeah. All right, here we go. There it is. U.S. Soccer Federation announced today that Gregg Berhalter has been relieved of his duties as head coach of the U.S. men's national team, effective immediately. I want to thank Gregg for his hard work and dedication to U.S. soccer and our men's national team, said U.S. Soccer President Cindy Pardo-Cone. We are now focused on working with our sporting director, Matt/Betty Crocker, and leveraging his experience at the highest levels. Southampton is not the highest levels of the sport.
He also rehired Gregg.
He also rehired Gregg. Why do we trust this guy to hire the new one?
He's from Wales, the country. It's not even a real country.
I mean, but Gareth Bale was just from Wales, and he was an amazing footballer. Just because you're from Wales doesn't mean you can't be good at your job.
Not a real country.
This guy is not good at his job. So we are now focused on working with our sporting director, Matt Crocker, and leveraging his experience at the highest levels, Southampton Championship, of the sport to ensure we find the right person to lead the USMNT into a new era of on-field success. U.S. Soccer sporting director Matt Crocker will lead and has launched a search for Berhalter's replacement. I'm going to do this in what I think is Matt Crocker's accent. We are deeply grateful to Gregg for his commitment the past 5 years to the men's national team and to U.S. soccer, said Crocker. Gregg has earned the respect of everyone within our organization and has played a pivotal role in bringing together a young team and moving the program forward. I don't know why he sounds Scottish.
You kind of sounded a little bit like Raj from Men in Blazers.
I love that, like, the respect of everyone within our organization. Despite being terrible at his job, they respect him. Get out of here. We wish Gregg all the best in his future endeavors, and we know he will find success in his next coaching position. I do not wish him the best. U.S. Soccer is committed to doing what is necessary to ensure our success on the pitch, and we are dedicated to fostering a culture that leads to winning. Yeah, you have a long way to prove that to us, because this is just step one, right? There's a lot of reasons for us to not believe that. They just, the same bullshit. They're trying to hype him up, his record, blah, blah, blah. Successful quality. No, we're not reading this properly.
Well, if he's all that good, why are you firing him?
Yeah. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, they're trying to justify that they rehired him.
I just want to say that I'm extremely pissed at Berhalter ever since he took over the job again. And whichever team he lands the job, I will be and you guys know I'm really good at hating. Some might say I am the best. I am one of the best at hating. When it comes to hating, I'm up there. I'm really good at hating and people in general. And Pete, you're lucky I don't choose to hate on you. So
excuse me, you're lucky you have a friend like me. Cheers.
True. Cheers again. But anyhow, as the great hater that I am, some might say, I would say I'm like top 3 in the world. I am up there, top 3 in the world. Whatever team he goes to, I will hate on that team. I will pray for their downfall. If they're in Major League Soccer, I will pray for their relegation. Oh, they don't have that, but I'll still pray for them to finish last. I'll pray for them to get the number 1 draft pick, because that's what we do here in America. Number 1 draft pick.
The team that most suits Gregg Berhalter is the Chicago Fire, and here's why.
Because they're
both have a deep love for mediocrity. Both have a capacity to really let down fans year after year. And
he lives there.
He lives in Chicago, so that's a great fit for them. There's no consequences for being shit with both of these entities, right? So there's a lot of reasons that Gregg Berhalter and the Chicago Fire are, kind of perfect. They're the perfect marriage for each other. It feels so good to know the Berhalter clan thought they would get the glory of 2026, and it was snatched from them partly because of fans. However, Berhalter simps are out there left, and there are a few probably And that, by the way, this narrative is going to in the coming weeks, months. You're going to hear he wasn't that bad. I wish him well. I actually thought he did a good job. No, nonsense, absolute nonsense. But I promise you, you're going to hear that. Aries Silva, thanks to Pete and Filippo, my cousin. LOL. Is this your cousin, Aris?
Y'all I think it's because we both have a last name Silva. That's why.
Gotcha. So it's not your actual cousin.
No, I don't know.
Cousin in soccer. Y'all helped lead and give voice to the fans. Thank you both. Doing call-ins. I'll alert the Discord people. Yes, we will do a call-in show. Lawrence Krieger. Can we give Lawrence, thank you for becoming a member, but also Lawrence, wasn't he the journalist who called out?
It was Lawrence. No, it was Lawrence Dockery.
That was Lawrence Dockery. But we're sure you're very nice too, Lawrence, and thank you for becoming a member. Toasting while in the bathroom. Oh, okay. Works for me. Brett Corbett from the Straight Red Card. Let's go. Woohoo.
Just to make one thing clear again, Brett and Derek's reputation and credibility, it's not below the basement, it's above the ceiling. Just to make that clear right there.
Reputation as journalists is above the ceiling no matter what any other jealous YouTuber says.
Yes, especially if the jealous YouTuber looks like Gregg Berhalter. If you look like Gregg Berhalter, you don't talk.
I've tucked away a cerveza for the day Berhalter was fired. It's been 4 years, and I'm pleased to report that it has been cracked. Cheers, boys. Cheers, Giordino. Welcome. Everybody, I hope you're drinking. In fact, let us know in the chat what you are drinking. Put your drink in the chat so we know what y'all are drinking with us. Weston Diet starts today. It better. Dude, they're trying to sell him. He's got some, after that performance, I don't know if there's a huge market. After that Copa America performance, there might not be a huge market for Weston McKennie. So he needs to get his act together.
No, he needs to go on a diet, if we're being honest. That's the first thing.
Yeah. Go on a diet, work hard, get fit again, because when he's a very good player. But terrible. Ice cold natties in honor of this wonderful occasion. What's natties?
Natties? I don't know. They use all these freaking terms that we never know what they mean.
JL says, I'm drinking Truly. Yes, thank you to the sponsors. I don't know if you did put any pressure, but we put pressure on you. And now that he's gone, I'm going to mention you by name. AT&T, Allstate, Nike, Volkswagen, Truly, and Michelob Ultra. You 6, I will still be able to buy your products now that Greg is gone. But let's wait and see who the next coach is.
But we still know what Volkswagen was doing in 1938 to 1945. We still know what they were doing there. We didn't forget that.
Volkswagen, you can change it all by hiring Klopp. That's what you can do. If you become the Volkswagen Jurgen Klopp Volkswagen US men's national team head coach, and it's Jurgen Klopp, we will forgive you. We will forgive you. I had blue balls. I just got released. Good feeling. Jesus Christ. Well, congratulations, sir. Seth Floyd, smoking a cigar tonight because I got to work 8 hours tomorrow. No problem, Seth. Whatever works for you. Cheers, fellas. I've been watching y'all since the 2020 Nations League. I think you mean 2021. But yeah, cheers, fellas. Steven Spada, thank you guys for everything. I'm stoked he's finally gone. Guys, as Tac said in his stream before this, thank you. You guys, part of the reason he got fired was because the fans put so much pressure on the federation. And even though apparently my sources are not to be trusted unless I name them, which no credible journalist or person in the world names their sources for obvious reasons, I know for a fact that on that first meeting 2 days after we got grouped, okay, one of the main concerns that was being presented in that meeting was the response of the fan base. They were terrified of this response because they'd never seen anything like this before. Now, I don't know how much that played a role in him getting fired, but my bet is a good part. Maybe not quite 50%, but I'm sure 30 to 40% of the fan base and also the pressure on the sponsors did lead to him getting fired.
Pete, I think once again, obviously the main reason Berhalter's fired is his incompetency, period. Right. But we talked about this before. If the U.S. men's national team got grouped, same result, and no one cared, everyone went silent, everyone's like, I'm not watching this, he would still be there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Kenyon Twing, in the words of USSF, only forward. Let's fucking go, fans. Solo palante. Now they have to prove that by actually hiring a good coach and not settling for another MLS guy like Cherundolo, right? Kiss me, both of you. You know what, Chiwili? I'm going to let I'm going to give that responsibility to somebody who actually loves you. And that kiss means something. But they can kiss me for you, your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever you got going on. Your mom, your dad,
Dog.
your dog. Sure. How about Lampard as an option? Ew, no. We do not want a red coat coaching the national team. Although, I mean, certain red coats I might be okay with. What's his name? From Brighton and Chelsea?
Graham Potter.
Graham Potter would be an upgrade on Berhalter, but I would not prefer him. Let's put it that way.
I mean, if our standard becomes upgrade on Berhalter, then
then it's
don't even get me started. We have a lot of options.
You want to coach?
Let me check here if I can find my neighbor wants to coach right now.
Tactical dog might be more inspiring than Gregg Berhalter, and that's.
I think the players would run through a wall for tactical dog.
I think so. I think so.
I would.
Smoking on that Triple G pack today. Thank you, Tom Cow. Finally, or Tomau. Finally, it's been great watching everyone come together for this. It really has. And it's been a very united front. Fans, media, supporters groups, toxic fans, MLS stands, Euro snobs, shills, everybody came together. Although I will say the media's response was very tame. It was almost reluctant. And it was only for one day. Do you remember this? Day one, they were like, yeah, you should probably go. After that, silence, nothing, right? And the rest of us were like, come on, we're going to fight this. And the media was just like, okay, we set our piece. And then we're going to keep that finger up in the air. Because if U.S. Soccer had been like, fuck them, they would have started writing articles justifying Berhalter's rehire. Believe me. If U.S. Soccer said we're rehiring him anyway, all these mainstream media guys would have put out articles and videos and been like, here's why it could make sense, you know? And they're going to try to justify it. But yeah, this was a united front. Jeff Pettibone, really not sure USSF would have done this without the online pressure. You two and the straight red cards built a community that made this possible. Thank you. Yeah, and we're probably going to try to do an American Soccer Council with Adam and straight red card. Basically all of the USMNT YouTubers in one place. All the ones that have been calling for Berhalter to be fired for a while now and didn't just change their tune when things got too bad. For sure. Free at last. This is what MLK dreamed of. I like to think that MLK had slightly more dreams than just firing Berhalter, but point taken.
I can tell you one thing though, Pete. This was what Abe Lincoln fought for. This is what Abe Lincoln wanted. He told me that before he died.
Yeah. Yes.
Or got killed.
John Wilkes Booth, before he pulled that trigger, heard Lincoln say, Americans should have the freedom to fire their coach. And this union shall never die. All right. Thanks, Greg, for bringing us the goat or the sheep. Is that a goat or a sheep? Looks like a sheep.
That's a goat.
Oh, the goat, Shaq Moore. Shaq Moore should never play for this country ever again. Although he should enjoy playing under B.J. Callahan at Nashville, because I'm sure he'll have a very good coach there. Triple G to Atlanta United. Atlanta fans, my sincere... If that happens, my apologies to you because you deserve better.
I will also become an Atlanta hater.
Yeah, I will too, unfortunately. Casey said fans' expectations are too high. Next possible head coach. Well, we'll see. Casey is also a shill. He also said you shouldn't attack the sponsors. You shouldn't.
He also wears tight underwear, and usually men that wear tight underwear can't think straight. So.
Crazy, but is Mourinho out of the question? Yes, I would say so. He just took a job at Galatasaray. He's not coming here. Whose firing was more exciting for the fans, Jurgen Klinsmann or Berhalter? Oh, Berhalter. Guys, the pushback against Klinsmann was nowhere near to this level of pushback. I remember. There was pushback, but all he did was lose 2 games. Berhalter has been shit for his entire first and second cycles, but especially the second cycle, right? And it has been a very united front. Micah, thank you for joining so much. Steve Shute says, raising a toast of truly hard seltzer to you and Tac. We're dancing like a pack of African dogs. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah, we would play that, but we don't want to get copyright strike.
No, I can only sing the songs. Like I was going to play Party in the USA, but then I'll get demonetized. Or all my money will go to Miley Cyrus or whoever holds the rights to that song. And I don't think they need more money. But thank you very much, Steve. Barney, 7181. Let's fucking go. Other than my kids, best day ever, including my wife. Let's hope she's not watching our stream.
I doubt it. We have like a 0.5, like our audience of woman audience, like 0.5. And
Yeah.
we know 2 are probably Mariana and Nat. So that's
Yeah.
2.
I don't think Nat's even one of them. Babe, do you watch my channel? She said sometimes.
So it's her. Yeah. She helps. She helps.
Daniel Yabara, I'm drinking a white Russian with y'all. Cheers, Daniel. Cheers to you. Kings to you, son. Brett Corbett, you pushing Triple G to shy means I'll never super again. I can live with that, Brett. Thank you for all your support, but I can live with that. Thank you. Don't worry, we will still super you on your channel because we heart you, even though you're apparently not a credible journalistic source. Crocker should have a 1-hour press conference and he must take questions from Tac. That is true. Why is there no press conference for the media to be able to ask questions about this firing? It just feels like they put out a statement, distance from everything, right? Put out a statement, we're going to find a new coach, don't you worry. And then they just like back off completely. But I agree with you. I'm taking my pants off until the press conference. Oh, boy. All right, Jeff, you do your work. Banksy for president.
Not wearing pants.
Huh?
He's still not wearing pants.
He said he put them back on, but now he took them back off again. So not sure what's going on there. Banksy for president says, Matt Crocker, you're next. So here's the thing, guys. Matt Crocker made a terrible hire in rehiring Gregg Berhalter. I think you are allowed one mistake. Let's see now who Matt Crocker hires again. Who's the second coach going to be? Because if it's Cherundolo, that's extremely underwhelming, and there should be serious questions called into Matt Crocker and whether or not he should, be allowed to stay with this federation post 2026. But for right now, let's see what he does. Tom Riley says, you guys make watching USMNT and helping to get me and Arizona family fired up. Keep up the hard fight. Now let's get the best non-terrorist coach. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Just got power back in Houston. See, even nature is happy that Gregg Berhalter is fired. The electric grid comes back up the minute. Like victories all over the United States will be happening now that Berhalter's fired, guys. It's a good day drinking some Modelos alongside you guys. Cheers, Prodigy X. You guys getting hammered on stream? We're not going to get hammered, but we are going to have celebratory drinks. Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's even time to hire Ted Westerfelt for U.S. president? Nah, no, thank you. He's a good guy. I agree with a lot of his opinions, but no.
Ted has his heart in the right place. Right. I think he's sometimes too extreme, but his heart is in the right place.
Right.
I mean, he's probably better than the current president, just to make that clear.
Wasn't Jill Ellis British? Yes, she was British. That's correct. Still doesn't mean I want a British coach. Finally, this should not end with Gregg Berhalter. Crocker out at the very least. I'd say we give Crocker, let's see who he hires. USSF making props for USSF making the decision based on results and not feelings. I mean, yeah, but like at this point it was the obvious decision. Look, good for US soccer for doing it, guys, but they don't deserve that much praise for doing it, really. Like this is like duh. This would be a foregone conclusion in every other country.
I want to add something to that. They're fixing a mistake they made. They shouldn't be praised for that. They shouldn't get any backlash for it. It was the right decision, but they shouldn't be praised for firing Gregg Berhalter. That was a mistake they made that they're fixing right now, and they shouldn't get credit for it. Who they hire next, depending on who it is, they'll get credit for it. As of now, we wait. We celebrate. We're happy, but they haven't really done anything to warrant a praise.
I agree. 100%. 100%. Stanley says, we need a Frenchman to lead us. Allez, le USMNT, on est prêt. I don't speak French, but I'm sure that means something wonderful. Look, if the Frenchman is Didier Deschamps, although I doubt he's leaving France, if the Frenchman is Zidane, and even if the Frenchman is Wilfried Nancy, I will take it. I won't love it if it's Nancy, because I think we can do better. But I would rather have Nancy than Dolo. So I'm with you there, Stanley. Stutzman, is Matt Crocker someone we can trust? As of right now, no. His only act so far has been to hire Gregg Berhalter and then fire him again. So right now, I'd say we reserve judgment depending on who this next hire is. Ben Jacobs tweeted out him being a part of finding a new coach. Well, yeah, of course. He's the sporting director. He's a big part of finding a new coach. Let's see what he does now, right? Is he right now? Matt Crocker's on fraud watch. That's how I would put it. He's on fraud watch. If he hires Steve Cherundolo, then yeah, this is a fraud. A fraud. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Cheers. Cheers, Zach. I'm drinking Hennessy celebrating. Toast up. Toast to you and you, Wiseman. LAFC Steve Cherundolo is heavily expected to be in the mix, sources say. Tom Bogert, we need to start a boycotting Steve now. Let's go. Whiskey up. Oof. It sounds like they are trying to set people up for Cherundolo, aren't they?
They want to. Yes, for sure.
think
And
we
I
have to
already
push back
tweeted
on
that. I tweeted we'll keep pushing on that the next few days. Right now, we just want to party. Should we take another shot? Oh, you're still in the first drink. So
Yeah, but this is like 6 shots in here.
6 Oh.
I mean, if you cover,
Go.
I'll go get make another drink if you cover this next one.
All right. Go get a drink. So we want to take a shot together?
Yeah, I'll get it. I have a shot of whiskey. I'll do that.
Go get that. I'll read this one.
Okay.
You're not the only ones getting drunk tonight. Drink up, jerks. I hate everything. Well, Gregg Berhalter. You should be pissed off for what you did to America all these years. The thing with Gregg Berhalter too is if he was a true patriot, a true American, he should have just resigned. But of course, there was 2025, 2020. There was like 2 years in his contract, so probably $4 million. And I understand that's probably hard to give away $3 million, but remember one thing. We don't know the exact number. We don't know what the negotiation was. But Gregg Berhalter is still taking money away from U.S. soccer. He's still taking money. He didn't resign. He's definitely taking part of it. And that money that he's taking could have been used to hire a better coach, could have been used to invest in soccer in the U.S. So don't forget about that. That's my main point.
Which is why when people say, here's what will happen. A week from now, Tac will have a tweet, or I'll have a tweet, and we'll say something, Gregg Berhalter will be mentioned in it. And some mouth breather will go, you guys are obsessed with him. It's over. Move on. And our response is going to be several things. One, he was here for 6 years. If you get out of a 6-year abusive relationship, you don't just move on right away. It takes time to heal, number one. Number two, he's still taking money out of U.S. soccer's pocket. Millions of dollars. Money that, like Tac said, we could be using on a new coach. So don't let them gaslight you into believing that you're never allowed to mention Gregg Berhalter again, because most of them are people who were Berhalter simps, or media who want you to forget that U.S. soccer made the mistake in rehiring him in the first place. Ready for your shot? So I've got Buchanan's pineapple whiskey. It is disgusting, but the sweetness of their announcement will make it taste better.
I still have a whole 2-hour stream today.
Oh, that's right.
But I'm just going to celebrate with it. Maybe I'll keep drinking my way through it, and hopefully I finish the stream. Ready?
Salud.
Cheers. Vegas right here. Viva Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. Viva. All right. Woo!
That tastes like shit.
Yeah, it's so bad. Buchanan's pineapple, never drink it. It's only okay when you're cheersing for Gregg Berhalter.
And whatever the fuck this is from
What is
Teochew. I got it when I went to the pyramids in Mexico City, Teochew. Huh?
Oh, wow.
And I had it as decoration because it had a little Mexican hat on it, and it looked really nice. And I loved Mexico when I went there. But then I was just like, today seems like the perfect day to just. Also, I don't have much alcohol at home, so it's this and wine because Mariana drinks wine.
Right.
And I drink wine too sometimes.
So, guys, we have only 400 likes in the chat, and we have over 1,700 people here. So let's get those likes up to at least 1,000. I mean, come on, guys.
We'll do this. Every 1,000 we hit, we take another shot.
That's true. We'll do another shot. Get it to 1,000 now. We'll do another shot. Okay.
2,000, another one too.
Yeah, if we hit 2,000, we'll do another shot. Okay, so get those likes up. Believe me, it will be well worth it. Gregg Berhalter is apparently very angry. Well, I hope he has a decent night in Chicago, commiserating with Rosalind.
Who said he's angry?
I mean, this is Gregg Berhalter.
Oh,
supposedly. Okay. Celebrating Triple G out with my dancing dog. Klopp in. Cheers, Damon. We're drinking Voodoo Rangers, says It and a Girl. Smoking a cheese pack. Goodbye, Gregory. Hire Hasbullah. Hasbullah. Thoughts on Hugo Perez as a coach if no Klopp? He has some strong points and some weak points. Guys, we're not going to talk so much right now about future coaches. We're really just talking about we're just celebrating right now. Well, believe me, we will go through all the candidates and give you our thoughts. Trust me. But like today, I just want to
Yeah,
rebel.
Pete. Also, I by the way, I did a video on the coaches, so you guys can watch that right
Yes.
now, and then we are going to be discussing and making videos about that. There's a lot to talk about, but today's not the day. Today we drink, we party, we celebrate, we're happy. I just don't want to think.
Yeah, guys, we don't want to think. You know how much thinking Tac and I do running these channels and having our other jobs and businesses. Let us be happy today. Let us be happy. Let us enjoy. Let us celebrate. We will fix tomorrow's issues when tomorrow comes. But life is short, and sometimes you just have to celebrate. Okay. Thoughts? So yeah, that's we'll get to you though, Alex. Don't worry. Drinking a 48-ounce caipirinha in celebration, Tac. That's for you.
Caipirinhas are delicious. If I had that right now, I would actually drink it. It doesn't even feel like an alcoholic beverage, to be honest.
Tac,
So,
if we were in the same city, we'd go celebrate tonight for sure.
yes, but
Like if I was in Orlando.
yeah, if you had gone like Saturday this weekend, I'm gonna be in the Copa America final. If we were in Miami, it would be a party.
Party tonight. Oh, party in Miami. And that will happen in the future. The
Oh, yeah.
Notorious Nemo says the nightmare is over, about to drink a soda pop. All right. Well, that's very tame of you, Notorious Nemo, but maybe you're under 18 and you're trying to follow the rules. Just like Jesus wants you to. All right, Robert Lewis. You guys think there's pressure from MLS to hire an MLS coach to push the brand? 100% there is.
Yeah.
Love both your guys' channels. Been watching since 2021. Cheers, Robert. Thank you. We appreciate all the support and the love. The game Schizo. Let's celebrate by supporting sponsors. I have a feeling they had a part in Triple G being sacked. Yeah, but also remind sponsors that the next coach hire is very, very important, right? So make sure they are aware of that. Guys, we currently have 700 likes, so we have to get up to 1,000 if you want us to do another shot. Okay?
I mean, if you get it to 3,000 or 4,000, you guys might see it actually hammered.
Drunk Pete and drunk Tac. Disgraceful. That shit had to get this bad. Agreed. Off the beaten path. Pretty hard, but not too hard. Instead, be cautiously optimistic because now we must trust the most corrupt federation on the planet. Oh, trust me, is way worse. You think U.S. soccer is bad? You should try Jamaica's federation. Because now we must trust the most corrupt fed in the planet to make a competent hire, and I doubt they're capable. We'll see. Let's make our voices known. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dave,
just one thing to say, I don't think U.S. soccer is the most corrupt federation in the world. There's many that are worse, including the Brazilian one, allegedly. I do think we are probably up there in terms of the mix of like corruption and incompetency. There's a lot of incompetency in U.S. soccer. I think it's even more that than actual corruption.
We should not be praising the federation. 100%, Dave. They're the ones that gave us Gregg twice. I am so happy today. I've been waiting for this day since the end of the World Cup. Yeah, we've all been waiting a long time, guys. And now it feels like a fresh start. It really, really does. Hervernard, Patrick Vieira, Joachim Low, all certainly options with pros and cons, but we're not going to get into it right now, Josh. Nathan Lozano. Per Doug McIntyre. Top candidates and likelihood. 1, Klopp. 2 out of 10. 2, Cherundolo. 8 out of 10. Jesus, it's like they've already settled on Cherundolo. They're not going to do a proper search, are they? 3, Southgate. No, fuck no. 4 out of 10. Curtin, 2 out of 10. No, thank you. Vieira, 5 out of 10. Vieira has a job, so I don't know. Hugo Perez, 2 out of 10. Interesting. Thierry Henry, 1 out of 10. No, I don't want Thierry. Fuck that. Wagner, 2 out of 10. I would prefer Wagner to Thierry Henry. Wagner's got experience in Europe in multiple leagues and multiple. Actually, wouldn't mind Wagner. I would prefer Wagner to Cherundolo for sure. Micah says, great point, Tac. That's why we should root for him to get hired quickly. If that happens and he has a comparable salary, USSF doesn't have to pay. I think he will spend the rest of the year off, and then I think he will get hired for the next MLS season. I really do. I don't think he's going to get a job right now.
His agent has been talking to MLS teams. We know that for a fact. So, Gregg Berhalter.
Yes. Frank Kassler. Today we celebrate. Tomorrow we get back at it, fighting against MLS coaches. 100%. 100%, guys. And we're going to keep fighting the good fight for sure. And hopefully we get a good coach. But Tac, you tweeted something, right?
I tweeted about how we shouldn't settle for Cherundolo. It's one of those where Cherundolo is probably better than Berhalter. I'll put it that way. But it just seems like it's too little of an upgrade for us to settle. We're 2 years
I
away
agree.
from 2026. This is a big World Cup. We should go big. Go big.
Yes.
Get a big coach. Get a good coach. Get the best possible hire. We shouldn't be settling for, oh, Cherundolo is better than Berhalter. We are aware of that, and I kind of agree with that. It is an upgrade from Berhalter, but go big. Be bold. It's 2026 is the biggest World Cup in U.S. men's national team history.
No, I agree 100%. So they're saying in the chat that Scally. So by the way, Gio Reyna did like that post.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Instagram. It wasn't on Twitter. He did like it, and they're saying Scally did too. So we'll see. But let's fucking go. Finally, about damn time we get a serious coach who can whip these players into shape and take them to the next level. Yeah, hopefully they do the right thing. Which players supported Gregg and which didn't? We don't know all of them, but we do know Pulisic and Adams, definitely, and Weston and Weah. Those four have supported Gregg through thick and thin, right? We know that for sure. Matt Turner didn't specifically mention Gregg, but he did say there's nothing wrong with the direction we're going in, which is nonsense. I'm sorry. To be able to say that after we get grouped at home in Copa America is kind of a disgrace, and it might be time to move on from Matt Turner. Not just because he said that, but because he's a terrible goalkeeper and his mentality doesn't speak to him getting any better. Nestor says, congratulations, guys, and thanks for all you do, calling it like it is. Would you drink again if we hire Jurgen or Bruce Arena back? God, good Lord, man. Why are you trying to ruin our day, Nestor? Nestor, we're trying to be happy here. Trandon Cole. Oh, no, Triple G is upset. I hope he doesn't beat his wife. Okay, well, look, there's no evidence that he's beating his wife now, so let's calm down on that. But yes, he does have a record of domestic violence, and there are a lot of statistics that show that can happen again. There's no record of him doing it in the past, and we shouldn't put that on him. But I do think it's fair to say, I mean, there's a record of him doing it in the past, but not recent past, right? But I do think it's fair to say we shouldn't have somebody with a record of domestic abuse as U.S. men's national team coach. And finally, we don't. Although the fact that that didn't even really factor into whether or not they wanted to rehire him is kind of shameful. It's kind of shameful. Ben DeRosa says, if Cherundolo is the guy, we need a strong staff with him. Try and get Tab and Hugo in. Yeah, I don't think Cherundolo is the guy, guys. I really don't. We'll see what happens, though. Berhalter put out a statement. No, did he? Are you seeing anything about a Berhalter statement on Twitter?
No, who said that? Maybe now.
I mean,
I'll find it. I'll find it for you. I'll find it.
See if there is one. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to post the Discord link in the chat so you can call in if you want. Okay? Let me go find this here. Tac will see if Berhalter put a statement on.
Yeah.
What is your take on hiring Thomas Tuchel? Certainly has a pretty decent record overall, but some question marks. Definitely some question marks, certainly relating to his time at Chelsea. Again, we'll get into all the coaches later. Right now, this is a celebration stream, and also we want to give you a voice.
Dude, I can't see Gregg Berhalter's statement. I went to his account.
So probably not. Probably isn't a statement then. If somebody can tell us where to find it, if it is real. Okay. What I'm going to do now is we're going to... President Chip is already in the interview room. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create an invite for the interview room. Tac, I'm going to send this to you as well so you can get in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it in the chat, and then I'm going to pin it. Okay, guys? Whoa, the chat moves so fast, I can't even pin it. Jesus. I can't even, because you have to click on it to pin it. Yikes.
I don't even know how it works.
Yikes. So I have to basically pin the chat.
Trying to find
I pinned it. So guys, that pinned message there at the top, that is the Discord link to get into the chat room to talk. So a couple of rules, guys. I'm not going to have a lot of patience for if you're on mute. So unmute yourself when you're in the waiting room. So either President Chip or I will let you in. Tac, do you have it? Do you need me to send it to you on Twitter?
Send it on Twitter, please. So I can join here.
On Twitter.
And I'll join it. That way the fans can actually speak.
Yeah, we can hear your guys' voices and what you think.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up whoever is there now. I'm going to pull up the Discord and I'm going to bring it in here. We have, oh, wow, we have a few people already in the waiting room. So let me pull this up. Guys, please unmute yourself if you're in the waiting room so that when I drag you into the main room, it's not so bad. Tac, are you in the waiting room yet?
Yeah, it's just saying accept invite. It's not. Will I be able to hear them if I'm here?
Yeah, if you get into the waiting room, or if so, I clicked on. I sent you the link, right?
I'll just open here on YouTube and I'll listen to them. I'll listen to them and I can respond here. I'll get like headphones.
Yeah, I get headphones or something because otherwise, it might be. All right, I'm going to pull this up. And by the way, guys, thanks to Bet Online for sponsoring this stream. Where the game starts, don't forget to use Believe. That's the code. That's what I still use. All right, I'm going to pull up Discord here. President Chip, are you in the room with me?
Yeah, just real quick, because I know Tac said he was going to listen on YouTube. It's a significant delay. So whenever someone says something and Tac will want to like say something back, they're going to overlap in voices because of the delay. So I just want to let you know.
So wait, so what does that mean?
So if Tac goes on YouTube to listen to it, it'll be delayed by like 10 seconds.
So he has to go do it on Discord.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
If he wants to go on like the Discord account and jump in here, that would be that would make it the best in terms of delay because it would just be,
Okay. Let's see how it goes. And then if it's not working, we can make sure Tac gets into the Discord. Rob Stone saying, okay. FS1 saying Crocker made the decision yesterday, told Berhalter today. Today, wow. They waited that long until today. And money won't be a limit. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Now they're on fraud watch. U.S. Soccer is on fraud watch. Matt Crocker is on fraud watch. No Chirundolo. Why Herv's never mentioned by media? Yeah, why is Herve Renard not mentioned? Because because U.S. Soccer is terrible at their jobs. Valentina, we did it. When we unite, we make things happen. If not Klopp, I'm okay with Wilfred Nancy. That's fair. The Berhalter statement is on Tenorio, of course, and Fox Soccer Twitter. Okay.
I can.
Paul Tenorio, do you want to pull it up, Tac?
I'll pull it. By the way, I accepted
meantime, we're going to pull. Okay, wait. Are you in the waiting room?
I clicked on the link you sent me, and I'm on Discord.
So go to the waiting room of.
This is what Gregg Berhalter said. You want me to read it for you?
Yeah, let's read that.
I'll read that and I'll look at this. So this is what Gregg Berhalter said, everyone. I want to thank the U.S. Soccer Federation for entrusting me to lead this team for the past 5 years. Representing our country is a tremendous honor, and I am proud of the identity we've built on and off the field. Berhalter said, it was very gratifying watching this team improve over the years, and I remain grateful for the lifetime bonds created with our players, coaches, and staff members. The Copa America result is extremely disappointing, and I take full responsibility for our performance. About time. Our approach and process was about focused in the 2026 World Cup, and I remain confident that this group will be one of the great stories in 2026. I'm also confident without Gregg that we can be.
Yeah, I'm more confident now than ever because you're gone.
Mm-hmm. How do I join the waiting room? Because I clicked on the link.
What popped up when you clicked on the link? Also, what's your handle? Is it Tac? Is it Filippo? Is it Hibieto?
I think it's Tactical Manager. It's just Tactical Manager.
I don't see you in the waiting room. President Chip, maybe you can help us out here. How do we get Tac into the waiting room?
Actually, it's Filippo Silva.
Oh, it's Filippo Silva. If we see it, President Chip, can you try to find a way to get Tac in there? Let me pull up President Chip for a second.
Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, did he so is he in yet?
Yes,
Where
sir.
are you now, Tac?
I just see a bunch of stuff here.
Like what? Like, are you in Discord?
Yeah. What channel do you want me to click on here?
So if you click on go to call show waiting room.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Call show waiting.
It's under call
Yeah,
show.
just tell him if he what. Yeah, just tell him to press on
Okay,
call show
I'm
waiting
here.
room, and he'll be
Oh,
on
I'm
there.
here.
And then I see
I'm
him.
here.
Okay, I'm gonna drag him in here.
Yeah, let's drag him into the main room. All
All
right,
right, he's here.
there we go. We're all in the main room. So first up is Do Gero. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey Pete. It's actually pronounced Zero, but yeah, you're good.
Okay, what's your name?
My real name's Chris.
Chris. Welcome, Chris. How you feeling?
Oh man, this day just got better now that he's gone, bro. Oh my god.
Right?
I was in the middle of a job and I see that he's fired. I'm like, yes, he's
Nice.
fucking gone. Let's go.
That's a great way to get a work day, to get you pumped about your work day, huh?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean,
I
I feel like
thought
we
they were
haven't
gonna fire
been
him.
sleeping well the past few days, all of us, kind of waiting for the news of this guy being fired.
Oh my god. I thought they were never gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'm glad they finally did. Real
Yeah.
quick, I'm going to ask everybody this. What is your worst Berhalter moment? Tell us the worst moment you had under Gregg Berhalter.
You want me to say it too?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's either losing to Trinidad during that away game or getting obliterated by the Netherlands, and in fact, having their manager call him out for it for being inept. Definitely.
Yeah. I think mine is him outing Gio Reyna at the leadership conference. That's probably my worst moment because it just showed what a petty man he is.
Oh yeah.
What's yours, Tac?
Gregg Berhalter's worst moment. This is a tough one, man. This is a very tough one because there's like 55 coming through my head right now. I think my worst one to him, taking games aside, because otherwise we're going to go to the same ones, like Panama, World Cup. I'll say there's two. One is when he took a stupid selfie with those fans after the idiotic decision of playing in that temperature that gave like the goalkeeper from Honduras.
I'm just going to cut you off. Sorry. We can hear two of your voices because it's coming through the computer on StreamYard and it's also coming through Discord. So just mute yourself on StreamYard so we only hear you on Discord.
Is it better now? Better now?
No, it's the same.
But I muted myself on the on here. It's
Okay,
muted.
yeah, you're good now. Now you're good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying was that there's quite a few moments, right, that we can think about. But definitely the selfie in that game, I thought it was stupid, disrespect, and it showed a little bit of how much of an idiot he was and how much he's not a professional coach. The other one that I think about too is and again, all of this was good because it helped get him fired. But when we're tying Uruguay 0-0, we need a result against Uruguay. He tells the players the score. This was right now, so everyone remembers. Tells the player to score the game where Uruguay immediately scores after that, which is essentially what got him fired at the end of the day, was that loss to Uruguay, getting knocked out. Would we have won that game without that? I don't know. But there's a lot of stupid moments with Gregg Berhalter. There's also the 2019, if we want to go way back, 2019 Gold Cup. We're down 1-0, and then he replaces Tim Ream with Daniel Lovett. What was it again?
Yeah, it was Ream.
Yeah,
Lovett.
There you go, 2019. Starting Zardes against Canada in World Cup qualifying 2022, January of 2022. There's just a lot, and I know my audio is probably not perfect because I'm using the headphones now instead of this one, but that's mainly it.
No, you're good. You're good. It's fine, guys. It's Discord. Chris, do you have anything else?
I mean, all I have is where do we go from here? I know that's a separate topic, but where do we go from here?
Yeah, well, hopefully a good coach. And again, we'll talk about coaches in the future. It does seem like they're trying to push for Cherundolo very hard, and so we have to push back the same way that we pushed for Berhalter to be fired.
Cherundolo, he's definitely not my first choice.
Oh, no, he's probably close to my last choice of all the options. Him and Curtin are my last choices.
No, I don't think Curtin's that bad. He's not my first choice, but I don't think he's that bad.
Bro, anybody with only MLS experience, I'm sorry.
You're
It's not even a real league. We have to be honest about that. Like, look, Wilfred Nancy at least did it with 2 different clubs in MLS franchises. Jim Curtin has only ever been at Philly, and even Philly fans don't like him right now. So I think we need to be honest about this is the World Cup. This is not MLS with no stakes, no promotion relegation. Everybody gets, a playoff spot pretty much, 70%. Like, we need to be honest about the level, and all of our guys are playing in Europe. They're used to playing for top coaches. Throwing them a Jim Curtin or a Steve Cherundolo is kind of an insult.
I mean, if it's a pipe dream, but
it's not a pipe dream. Fight for it. Fight, like, we have to fight for it.
No,
right?
No, I didn't finish. Even though it's a pipe dream, if that's the case, then Klopp's the best one. But again, he's a bit of a long shot. Like, would you be interested? That's the question. I mean, all you can do is ask.
Yeah, but people are acting like, I mean, I agree with you. It can seem like a bit of a pipe dream, but there's a whole lot of room between Klopp and Cherundolo Curtin. Like, pretending there aren't realistic coaches like Marcelo Gallardo or Hervé Renard or Pellegrino Matarazzo, or like there's this whole ocean between Klopp and these two. And so I think we should push for that ocean. Sure, Klopp is a bit of a pipe dream, but there are a lot of guys that are not a pipe dream if we go after them and, give them that opportunity, right?
Yeah. I mean, the worst Klopp can do is say no.
Yeah, at least ask him, right? Hey, we got a lot of people waiting, so we're going to have to keep this short per person. But thank you so much for calling in, Chris. Have a good one, yeah?
All right. See you guys later.
Pete, I just want to add that we don't need Klopp necessarily. We've talked about this many times. I mean, if you gave me the opportunity, I would say Klopp for sure. We showed other options like Pellegrino Matarazzo, Hervé Renard. There's options that are cheaper, more realistic that we can get. We've talked about this many times. I mean, if you gave me the opportunity, I would say
all right.
We showed other options like Pellegrino Matarazzo.
Did you?
I keep hearing myself.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you too. What's going on?
All right. Gregg's gone.
Jack.
Gregg's gone. I'm sorry. I can't. I thought this day would never come, at least until 2026. He's gone. Oh.
Welcome, Matt. Welcome, Jack. You must be feeling good. Are you drinking?
No, I'm not drinking because I've. It's unfortunate the timing of this, but I've got some job shit going on, and I don't need to be drinking right now.
That's fine. You seem happy enough that you don't need a drink.
Oh no! This is like, I needed this. The U.S. soccer needed this. Now all we need to do is get shit right with the coaching situation, whether it's Klopp, whether it's Lowe, whether it's like you said, Gallardo, any of those guys. Perfect. Pochettino even, because I know he's there. And look what he's done with Chelsea, in spite of the fact that they were crap.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's so... I was sweating when I saw it, because this morning I was in the Discord earlier, and everyone, who was it? Josh was announcing that Berhalter was out, and I was anticipating, waiting, and it said that there was going to be an announcement at 3:30. And that never came, and I was like, "Oh shit! Is there not going to be an announcement?" And then finally, what was it like? I want to say 4:00. Boom, and that just the relief I got. We're finally free of this man.
Yeah, it's a happy day. It's a happy day, Jack.
It's a very happy day.
All right,
very.
Jack.
I thought I was going to be Canadian. Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
no worries. We're going to keep them short just per person, guys, because there's a lot of people in the waiting room. Jack, congratulations,
no worries,
man. Hope we get a good manager. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for all the support.
Of course. Congrats to you guys. Shoot.
Thank you. All right, next up, we got PR Fuego 95. What's your name?
I'm Jose.
Jose, welcome.
Thank you guys. I just want to say thank you guys for all the work you guys have done over the past few years. It's been really refreshing having the ability to share, just almost like break bread with people who see the game of soccer in this country the way that I do. I'll keep it very short and frank. Just answering the question about what was the worst memory for me under Gregg Berhalter, I think has to be definitely the Netherlands loss. And the main reason why is because, for me playing, club and academy and all the way up to college, I know soccer. I could name the positions. The biggest kind of wake-up call for me was my mom was watching the game, and obviously watching me play, she knows the game. But when she's looking and she started picking out how the tactics were just so flawed and just picking out how predictable we were, it was just kind of embarrassing, to have my mom, who, is just used to rooting, like, go you, pick apart Gregg Berhalter's tactics and how bad we looked against any serious opponent. But
Yeah.
I'll just keep it short and sweet. And thank you guys once again.
No worries. I mean, it's bad when a suburban soccer mom can tell Gregg's tactics ain't working,
Yeah, it's, and she doesn't even keep up with the players' names or anything because, she doesn't have the ability to watch the games, which is another issue on its own. But, it was just an eye-opening experience. It was like, wow, even she can see that there's an issue here.
Yeah. No, 100%. And what's crazy is so many people tried to gaslight the fans. Like, the fans are smart enough to see what's working and what's not. And when you point out it's not working, oh, you're toxic, shut up, Gregg is great. You know what I mean? Like, that happens so much. At times, I'm sure there were fans who were like, am I crazy? Like, so many people are telling you you're wrong. It's easy to seem like, did I get this right? Am I crazy? Maybe, but it's just pure gaslighting. It's just so obviously a problem,
It definitely is, and especially since just like you guys have done, I finally got my friends back into watching the team during the First Nations League win against Mexico, and the emotions that came with that game. I mean, they were like bought in because they didn't really understand how soccer could kind of evoke that type of emotion, and then to just go through this up and down through the last few years, like. They're like, do you really know what you're talking about? I'm like, no, we have the players. We just need someone to guide us.
Yeah.
So it's always been a little frustrating.
No, 100%, man. We feel you. Thanks for calling in so much, man.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one, all right? Before I pull the next guy in, I'm going to read a couple of these super chats here. Steve Golly says, Doug McIntyre, not alleged, dirty USSF insider, reported to be prepared for Chirundolo. I'm afraid. Are they preparing us for that bullshit? I think they're trying to see your response. I think they're putting out Chirundolo and going, can we get away with another MLS coach? And I think we have to push back very, very firmly on that and say, no, we don't want that. Tac, you're on mute again. Sorry, you got to unmute yourself if you want to talk on StreamYard.
Okay, can they...
Yep.
Let me do this. Let me mute myself here and I'll speak on the...
Okay, can you hear me now? So
Yeah.
just one thing to add is, here's the thing. People have told us, there were sources, even though some people think we don't have any sources, we have some sources, was that they didn't really want this move entirely because of from a soccer perspective. From a soccer perspective, they were even considering keeping Gregg Berhalter because they thought the long-term projection of it was fine. This was just a minor issue. That's what we heard from the meetings that they had. But because of the perception of sponsors, donors, and fans, they needed the full support. So they knew they had to move on from Gregg Berhalter. Where am I trying to get with this? I actually forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about the new coach. Are they preparing us for Chirundolo?
The new coach. So if we do have some type of backlash towards Chirundolo, it could play a role. They're still probably going to hire whoever they want. Probably what's going to happen, but I do think showing dissatisfaction with it could play a role because it did play a role with Berhalter being fired, not just from the fans, but like sponsors, donors, just all the backlash. So if there's a lot of backlash towards Chirundolo, they might at least rethink it, which is important right now.
Yes, that's the important part, right? To keep applying pressure to get the right coach. Don't let them settle, right? I'm just glad, y'all. I hope the team will improve. I think they will. I think there will be some improvement at least. William Morrison, drink up, boys. Results matter. So do pissed off fans. Sick of subpar performances. Very, very well said, William. AP408 said, they said on Fox, worldwide search, dollars is not an issue. Awesome. Let's hold them to that then and not let them, because they said that last time. Remember, worldwide search, money's not an issue, and then they hired Gregg. Samuel Costa, Jorge Sampaoli, or Jose Peckerman are good options. Both have some experience, some pros and cons, and we'll definitely talk about those. Come here and kiss me. I'm feeling romantical. Triple G talking to Matt Crocker about rehiring him. Hopefully you get the reference. I don't get that reference. What is from? Do you get it? Come here and kiss me. I'm feeling romantical. Do you get that reference? Because I don't get it.
I don't know the reference, but just seems like Gregg Berhalter and Matt Crocker are, getting into it. Like,
yep,
romantical.
Definitely. All right, guys, what we're going to do is it's already been an hour. Tac, you have to go at some point to do the stream, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go then so I can go to the restroom real quick and just get ready. The stream will be in like 15 minutes, so you can still hear from me.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this going until 4:45 my time. That's when you're starting your stream, right? So if you didn't get a chance to talk today, tomorrow morning, we're going to do 2 streams. One on my channel is just going to be a full call-in show. All right, so we're going to start calling. So if you didn't get to talk today, you can talk tomorrow. Tac will be there too. And then after that, we'll go to Tac, and we're going to do our not top 10 Gregg Berhalter live. Okay, so that's tomorrow morning. They did not reach 1,000 likes, Tac, so we do not have to take another shot. They're currently at 957. So if you go before they reach 1,000, then we might be okay.
Let's see. What are we now?
We're
I could
at
still take a shot if we hit 1,000.
959. So we haven't done 1,000 yet. I'm going to do a couple more of these so people can call in, guys. And then we're going to go. You at least, I may not. I might be there. I might not. Going to go to Tac's channel.
Join for the first like 5 minutes and then go chill, go drink, go relax.
Yeah, I'll join for a little bit, but let a few more people in here so they can talk. Next up is President Chip himself.
We hit 1,000 though. We take a shot before I go.
1,000. I have to take another shot. President Chip, hold tight. I have to refill my shot glass.
Understandable.
We just have to fill this up. And where's Pete? Okay, last shot because I have a 2-hour stream to do.
This is the awful stuff.
Patriotic one. Oh, this is gonna taste like shit.
So is this, dude. I still have to go to a social event tonight.
Oh, at least you're pre-gaming already. Ready?
Yeah.
Arriba.
Cheers.
Abajo.
Salud.
No, you gotta go the full. Arriba, abajo, para dentro, para centro.
Wow.
I think I did that wrong, but that's good enough.
Oh, that
I still have the live watch along, guys. Celebrate party tomorrow. We have 2 streams coming on. 11 Yanks, Tactical Minge TV. Pete, I'll see you in like 5 minutes for a little bit before you leave. I'll see you.
Yeah, we'll head over there for a little bit for sure. All right.
Kisses to everyone.
All right. What's up, President Chip?
Hey man, what a day! What a day! Oh my
huh?
goodness, it has been crazy. I know, and I'm sure you were there for the whole fiasco about the source and stuff. So basically, long story short, a source had told another person on this server, they're gonna remain unnamed because I'm not sure if they want to be named or not. But the original source, basically, long story short, was with you. It had like strong connections with U.S. Soccer, and had said, "Guys, it's happening today. I don't know what time. I don't know like if it'll be." Like at night during the Copa game, or during the England-Netherlands game. It's going to happen today. That's just all I know. And so that was just like, oh, it's going to happen. And then it didn't happen during the England-Dutch game. So I'm like, okay, it's going to happen during the Copa game, right? And so I go to do some stuff, live life, after after England won, which was terrible. I didn't want that to happen. And then I see it's confirmed. I'm telling you, the joy that rushed through me in that moment was amazing. I'm so glad he's gone. And it's a disgrace that we had to wait this long. It took us 6 years to get rid of this clown.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It feels like we're getting out of an abusive relationship, and now we've been gaslighted. To accept this relationship for so long.
For sure, yeah, and it's like, we don't know. Obviously, this is not the topic for today, but we don't know what the future's going to look like. All right, that's still uncertain. But for right now, I'm happy. They finally came to their senses. We all united as a fan base. Got this man the heck out of here, and it's over. The tyrant is gone. He's unemployed, and if he goes to Atlanta, I might switch allegiances. I don't know. I'll try San Diego FC or something. I don't know, bro. I can't support Atlanta if we have Gregg as our manager.
No, same. I mean, I don't know if he'll go to Atlanta. He might go to Chicago. I ain't watching Chicago anymore. But real quick before you go, worst Gregg moment.
Oh, easy. Oh, worst Greg moment? The selfies. What are you doing? We're playing, and I don't understand what you're doing, man. It's ridiculous, unacceptable. You are the manager for the U.S. men's national team. You should be focused on your job, which is managing the game. Yes, we won that game at the end, but it's unprofessional. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's
What are
completely
you doing? Save
unprofessional.
it for. It's so unacceptable. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Thanks for having me on, Pete. And
No worries. Thanks
screw
for
Gregg Berhalter.
the Discord as well.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
All right, who's next? It goes by like it looks like in the waiting room. It goes by like alphabetical order.
Here, I'll drag in. This guy wants to say something. Slippin' Timmy.
Slippin'
All right, I'll let you get it in.
Timmy. Thanks, President Chip. Slippin' Timmy, what up?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, man? What's your name?
My name's Chandler.
Jack,
Timmy.
welcome.
I mean, it was pretty exciting news today because I've been asking for this for 4.5 years now. So I remember back when 343 was making YouTube videos, he had a Q&A, and I wrote in asking why Berhalter was so unsuccessful. The answer was like, oh, he's not yet because we don't have enough data to say that, which was fair because he'd only been working for about a year. But this team's always just been unimpressive and boring under him. So, yeah, I'm pretty fired up today.
Good. Feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know, sometimes I wonder if it's even worth getting all worked up about it because I don't trust them to make the right decisions. But when they do, it feels good.
I know what you mean. What's your worst Gregg Berhalter moment?
My worst moment is it's not just one, but it's every time he gets in a press conference and takes no responsibility and talks about projected goals and all these stats, but he never talks about the scoreboard at the end of the game when we're either barely beating or tying or losing to unimpressive teams.
Yeah, 100%. It's always about the future. It's never now, right? We never have to win now. We never have to have accountability now. We never need to perform now. It's always like it's growth. We're getting better. It's process. He's been saying that since we lost 3-0 to Mexico in that friendly at the end of 2019. And here we are 5 years later, and this clown was still saying the same things. After the Uruguay game, they asked him about the attack, and he was all like, yeah, it's just a process. And we got to keep working. And just fuck off, dude. It's not working. It's been 6 years. How much data do we need?
Oh yeah, and after that game, he was even mentioning other games. He didn't name them by name, but he was talking about projected goals and the process. And we're actually a really good team. And I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder how these people get in these positions when they don't realize that the point of sports is to win the game.
Yeah, 100%. All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. We got a couple more people waiting here, so I'll try to get them in, but appreciate it.
For sure, man. Have a good one.
Thanks, man.
Thank
you too. Heriberto, how you doing?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
How you doing, man? Welcome.
Thank you. It's my first time here. I just had a quick question. Do you guys ever think we'll be able to win a World Cup? Because I know it's a little bit of the ordinary, but maybe in 20 years, this is how development probably gets better. Do you guys think it's possible?
I think it's possible. I do think we have to continue to improve our player development process because the number one way to win a World Cup is to have a team full of amazing players. And we have good players for sure. We don't have any world-class players yet. And so that's a big one. No team has ever won the World Cup without world-class players. So you need at least 3 or 4 world-class players, and they need to be surrounded by elite players. So we're not there yet. Is it possible in the next 20 years? It's possible for sure. Japan, for example, is probably already ahead of us in player development. So it's definitely possible. But it starts with having a really good player pool and then having a really good coach to lead them. And then kind of getting a little bit lucky because in all knockout tournaments, you need a certain amount of luck. So those are the 3 elements that you need. Right now, we don't have a world-class coach. We do not have world-class players. And luck is just TBD,
All right. Now I'm just saying because there's players like Caden Sullivan coming up, so just wondering if it's like possible, like in the next 20, 25 years or so.
Yeah, let's wait and see. I mean, there's a lot of Caven Sullivan hype, Mathis Albert hype. I just think there might be a little bit too much hype on these kids. Most of them, both of these kids, neither of them has done anything. Caven has, a goal or an assist or two in MLS Next Pro. I think there's a lot of waiting that remains to be seen on how good Caven Sullivan is actually going to be. I know Jim Curtin called him one of the best young players in the world. I think that's disingenuous. The best, Lamine Yamal, who is only 2 years older than Caven Sullivan, just scored a golazzo against France in the Euros. Like that, there's no way Caven Sullivan's remotely close to Lamine Yamal. So I think we have to pump the brakes on some of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, real quick before I let you go, what is your worst Berhalter moment?
Oh, it's definitely the Copa America. I mean, getting grouped, we're the first.
Yeah, 100%.
First
Right?
nation. Yeah, it's definitely the Copa America, without a doubt.
Yeah, I feel you. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Have a good one. All right, next up is Ryujin. How you doing, Ryujin?
Hey, what's up, Pete? How's it going?
Doing good.
Man, I'm so glad that we just finally got rid of Berhalter. Oh man, all these past years were stressful. It sucks that we couldn't do our fire him ourselves or petition, but I'm just glad that eventually enough was done for him to get fired. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. What is your worst Gregg Berhalter moment?
Oh, it's gonna have to be when he got rehired. I was at that Mexico USA game, and just getting that notification at halftime was it literally killed one of the best moments that we were having as with this current generation. And it just had me thinking I couldn't even enjoy the rest of the game because I was just thinking of how the next 4 years are gonna suck. But I mean, luckily it got cut short, so yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, I totally get that. Thanks for calling in. That's going to be the last.
Yeah, I actually had a follow-up question, or not a really question, but I called in a while back ago.
Yeah.
And I had brought this scenario to you, actually. It was the first time I called in. And it was, I kind of gave you a decision. It was would you rather us crash out in the group, meaning that, Berhalter's going to for sure get fired, or advance to the semifinals, but we stumble up in there with just maybe a penalty, or we got a red card, you got lucky.
Yeah.
And I remember you didn't want to root against the United States. You always got to root for them. But I think towards the end of the question, you're kind of 50-50 because you knew getting Berhalter out was going to be so much better for the World Cup 2026. I don't know if you remember that or not, but yeah.
Yeah, I do. I vaguely remember that. I've been torn for a while, but I guess now the silver lining is what matters. And we did finally get rid of him.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for calling in. Guys, I'm going to end the stream here, but if you didn't get a chance to talk yet, we are going to do a full call-in show tomorrow morning. For anybody who wants to join, you will get an opportunity to talk, hopefully, in the morning. We'll do 2 streams. On Tax, we're going to do not top 10 of Berhalter's worst moments, and we'll do just a call-in show so you guys can continue to voice and vent and just talk about it, because this is a big moment for all of us. I'll read these last few super chats, and then we're going to head over to Tax Stream for the Colombia versus Uruguay live watch along. Julio Nunez says, what a week. Sanchez, Bass out, and now Berhalter. Finally, worried I'll be disappointed with the next coaches' federations. Appear desperate to botch talent. Yeah, I mean, hopefully not, right? Hopefully they'll get a good coach. Julio Nunez. So next up is Julian Vivas, who says, hey, Pete, just arrived to the stream. Are there any candidates to replace Triple G? Julian, there are a ton of candidates. We'll talk about them more in the coming days. But right now, we are just celebrating. And then the last one here is from Welcome to Bonkers. The streets will not forget when Claudio Reyna and Timothy Weah put their reputations on the line to save the future of U.S. soccer heroes. And I think that's where we'll end the stream right now, guys. Thank you for all the love and support. If you're new, smash that subscribe button. If you're not new, make sure you've smashed that like button for us. And thanks for watching. We will now all go over to Tax Channel. That's Tactical Manager TV. for the Uruguay versus Colombia watch along. Peace and love. We did it. It is a beautiful day. It is a good day. We move, we march, only forward, solo palante, guys. All of my love. Thank you and good night.